Welcome back to cryptogains for another video. I'm still here in Dubai, just going to touch you on the Bitcoin price chart, show you what I see in the charts. If it's sounding interesting, drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. We have been seeing prices move upwards for Bitcoin. I just want to show you where we are since the last video that I made. Take a look at this, and this is not financial advice. Do your further research before you invest your money. Let's just focus on the Bitcoin price right here. As you can see, I'll just take off this Fibonacci retracement so you can see what I'm dealing with here. I showed you this in the past where we're on the 200-week moving average for Bitcoin time frame using the Bitstamp chart, and you know I was discussing this 200 line being a really hard line to break for Bitcoin. And as you can see, we've now come up and tested it. I said in my last video on Bitcoin, technical analysis, that we will come up and test 24,500. And as you can see, this line has been slowly moving up. So if we take a look now, you can see exactly what I meant. Like, this is a strong, powerful line. It's going to be very hard to break for Bitcoin because in the past, it held it as incredible, strong support in all the last cycles. You see the bottom down here. This was the bottom of 2018's. Came down here, held at support. And so forth in the past 2015's bottom as well. And obviously on this cycle, we came and we bottomed below it. Or at least price action went below it. So I always said that this is going to be a struggle to break above. And if you really pay close attention here, you can see we've literally kissed the top of this to a perfection, to T. I'm sure we saw like a 25k price in Bitcoin. This chart here is showing the Bitstamp saying about 24,900, maybe call it 25 if you like. But this is going to be the resistance. If we break this, where do we look next? Because that's what people want to know. So I'm just going to again bring up this Fibonacci retracement. I'm taking it from the tops of the bear, well, what claimed to be the double top of the bull market, right down to here at the bottom. And it gives us sort of like a guideline, a price targets that we can see where the candles could come up to. Usually it comes up to these lines here, right? Or they hold support here. And as you can see in the past, right? So this is an example here, this action here. Let me make my thing yellow because it's positive. I don't know why I just love yellow. So you can see this whole area here was an area where we had support down here. Well, it came just a little bit below, bit of resistance up here as well. And this is why it's good to use Fibonacci retracements. You can see all of this area here where it holds support here, you see. And then I'm just trying to see we had a bit of resistances in this area here. That's why people use Fibonacci retracements. So I would expect that Bitcoin's price would come and test this next line here. If it breaks through it, well, this line is about 27,500. That's if it breaks above this yellow line. Because we could get rejected and fall back down, come back down to these low levels of, I don't know, I was saying about 19,000, 18,700, something like that. I'm calling it 19k for now. If it gets rejected off this, if it pierces through this yellow line, and because that's a strong move if it does, and it remains above it, starts to print candles above, I would expect the prices to come to here, 27,000, and if it breaks that, straight up to around 32,500. So these are the levels that I'm watching. And as you can see here in the past, again, we had some confluence here. You can see it got rejected when it came up to around 32,000 before in the past. So this would be an area. And you can also see here in the past, there was some support on this. So this Fibonacci retracement level is the 0.5 fib, right? See here, it held support here. It got rejected here. This is the level where I would probably say is a strong level as to where we may see rejection in the future should prices rise up. 32,500. So, I just wanted to keep, sort of touch you on that. Let's just take a look at, let me just clear this a second. I want to show you the stochastic RSI and the RSI because they tell an interesting story. And I'll grab it up here real quick. So the top one is the RSI, the relative strength index. This talks when prices are overbought and oversold, and it's on the weekly time frame. There's a lot of room for Bitcoin to come straight up. Like seriously, there's a lot of room. And if you look back in the past with this top white line, let me delete the bottom one. Just paying attention to this RSI area. If you look at the top here, we've come right up to about a 94, almost a 95 in the past. And we've done it several times, you can see back here, right? So I would expect that there's a lot of room for this RSI to shoot up for Bitcoin and come testing anywhere in the 90 levels, 90, 91, 94. And if you pay attention to the stochastic RSI, which is this one here, people are looking at this like, oh, we're kind of high up already. With just so much buyer momentum, we're right up where it was before. Well, one thing to really consider is we could stay up here with the stochastic RSI for a long time. And we've seen instances of that in the past. Now we're talking about when we break this yellow line, or yeah, essentially when we break this yellow line. If we broke this yellow line and went up, what, how long could this stochastic RSI stay up here for? If we take a look in the past, well, this isn't really a break of the yellow line, but this talks about breaking out. Okay, actually, let me use the RSI because this will help you understand. So, because the RSI has a yellow line as well. See this one here? So when the RSI yellow line gets broke here, which you can see, let me just bring this down a little bit. It will make sense to you. We see the break of the RSI's yellow line with the blue line. Blue breaks through the yellow line. RSI comes flying up, right? Price action goes flying up. Look how long the stochastic RSI at the bottom stays up here for, and I've circled it. And I've put a measurement of around, I think it's about 119 days, something like that. Let me see. Well, that's about 133 days. That's from the breakout point here to here, about 133 days. That's how long it's been up there. So again, paying attention to the RSI, which is the blue line, breaking the yellow line. If you look at what we've done recently, we broke this yellow line with the blue line. We're now starting to see the RSI come up. The stochastic RSI is already up here now. If it was to last about anything from 119 to 133 days, where does that put us? Well, 133 days is here. It's talking about May. If you look at the bottom, May 23rd. Or is that the 29th for May? Sorry, May 29th. It says it on a Monday. So we could potentially see price movement upwards. Should it break this, this whole yellow line, we could see it, price action going upwards for a period of time, right, until May. That's like another 3 months from now. So, I just thought I'd bring that to you as well, and just like hopefully it can help guide you on your journey. But what do you guys think? What do you think is happening right now with the market? Do you think we're going to see rejection on this level here, and then prices fall back down, or do you think Bitcoin will break it? Let me know in the comments down below. Drop your comments. Let me know. I'm interested to know, guys. I'm going to leave it here. If it was helpful to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. Become a patron if you like. I even got it up. I haven't got my patrons up. Let me have a look. It's over here. Here we go. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier. These are the tiers you can see. I recommend this one because it unlocks all my posts. You can see when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when I'm staking the lot. And if you can't afford it, I've got a CEO tier. Gives you access to my VIP Telegram group. That's where the magic happens. I talk about when I'm buying, when I'm selling in that group before I buy stuff. So, come over there, check it out. Big money in that space, and they know how to make money sharing great projects all the time. Let me find my thing in there. Where is it? Can't even see it. I was trying to find my bloody page. I'm just going to grab it up. Cryptogains. Where is it? Here we go. Thank you for watching. Hold on. You can watch that if you want to have a laugh a bit. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.